and welcome to Ohio for a brand new series on lancyboi new map. This is American Life Farming, and we are going to be doing something a little bit bigger than I normally do in my series. We've got $5 million to play with. We're going to get ourselves a nice large farm. We're going to use some more modern equipment, and yeah, we're going to go a little bit bigger than we normally do. We've got the TLX here that we are going to be using as our farm vehicle. It's quite nice because this is the flatbed version, or I've got the flatbed on here, which also has the hitch, so we should be able to transport stuff back with this rather nicely as well. We're also going to be getting a variety of different bits of kit for our farm, which is going to be this one here, based in the southwest corner of the map. This is the large cattle farm on this map, and I really like this yard. Lots of space for us to have various bits of equipment stored in here. We've got two nice big cattle sheds. We've got milk from this one. Do we have milk from this one as well? Yeah, looks like we've got possibly, I don't know actually if that one has milk. They may both have milk. We've got various sheds and things here, so this should do us well for what we want to do. We've got some nice big silage clamps as well, and a big grain store with drying ability over there. So we need to get this purchased, and that's going to be the first thing we do today. So bring this up, and we're going to buy, so I'm going to spend about $2.5 to $3 million on our initial setup. I want this area here, which is going to be 1.7. That's pretty much spot on for what we want. So we're going to buy that. That then leaves us with 3.2 million to go. If I can do, so I'd like to do this area here with field 27 and this area here that will encompass the house we want. So that's 800 and that's 600. Yeah, that should leave us. We got actually a really good yield potential. So our main farm here has 108%. The yield potential on field 27's area, which includes the biogas plant, which would bring us in a whole load of money, that is 125%. It's about as good, yeah, just under for field 39. So 27, I think we should go with this. And then up here, again, we have a 99%. So encompassing everything in amongst these roads, I think is a really great way for us to go. So we will buy this one first. We'll see how much this leaves us with. So that leaves us with 2,445,000. I'm going to buy here as well. And that then gives us a very nice area and leaves us with $1.7 million, which is good. So we've got a very nice large land area now. What I also want to do and get it started doing is we need to get these scanned. So we should be able in here to get these scanned. We have got the precision farming add-on, and I'm just trying to work out how to get these scanned with that. It should be an extra option, but it's not giving it to me. So let's just go through here. That's the yield map. That's the sort. There we go. So we have got some areas already scanned on this map. Various fields have a good coverage already. We're going to request analysis of this area here. This is going to cost us 2,000 plus 8,000. This is by far a much easier way for us to get this job done. So we'll request analysis of this as well. And then we'll do this area here too. So this then will give us all of our fields nicely done. It's gonna cost us, yeah, 16,000 for our main farm, 3,900 for field 27, which we pretty much know is all loan, but we need to get that scanned. And then these areas here as well. Now, these three fields down the bottom, those I plan to have as sort of my main crop fields. And then we are going to get fields. These fields here will sort of be grass fields, which will be quite useful for us. Before we do that, though, we're going to have to head back up to the shop and go and get ourselves our first piece of machine, because all of these fields are going to need liming. I don't know if we have anything here that actually gives me lime, so I'm going to have a look at that as well. Heading back down to the shop, and I can't find anywhere on the map that has lime as far as I can see. So what we'll do is we will purchase some lime while we're here. So let's just come here and park this up. There we go. And then 26,000 in soil samples. So that will now give us an idea of what we've got to do. Let's have a look at that in here. Precision farming. So what do we got? We have, wow. So we've got a nice big area of loam up there. We've got a nice big area of loam here. This is all loam and, oh wow, and a huge section of sandy loam. So yeah, there's an interesting mix we've got on our land. That is going to be the big bit. That's our biggest field, and it's also just a massive sandy loam. What else do we need on here? We're going to need to check the nitrogen levels are horrible, and the pH levels, yeah, could do with a top up as well. So what we're going to get in here is our first piece of equipment, and that is going to be this. The new, the John Deere 4940 self-propelled sprayer. We've got a choice of wheels on here. I'm going to go with the Michelin's, and we've got various options here. At the moment, I think we want to go with these because we're spreading lime. Yes, we're going to put that on. We've got a spray star or a... we want the spread star on here at the moment, I think. GPS, yes. Fenders, I quite like this with fenders on it. Beacon light, yes. Numbers, no, because we've only got one of these, and that is going to be 239,000 to get us started with this. So let's buy that. Yep. And then the first thing we need for that on here is a spreader. So that will be under crop fertilizer technology. There we go. And we're going to go with the dry box here. And this takes 19,000, so we'll buy enough line to do that. I'm going to go with the green on it. And there we go. So purchase that for another 48,000. So we're down to 1.4 million now, and I know half of that is going to be our combine. That's the crazy thing. So I've got to be a little bit careful. We've got a lot of money, but we've still got a lot of equipment to buy. Let's head back out here, and then we want to get some pallets. And we're going to get... We've got this big bag rack for lime, I think, is going to be the best way to go. We're going to go with the big bags on here. I think they're the best way for us to go. That is going to be 854, 1,000. So we're going to need nearly 19 of these, which is a lot. Now, can I do a bulk buy? No. So let me purchase a load of these. There we go. That should be 19 of those purchased. Yeah, look at that. Wow. And then we're going to need something to load these as well. Although we may be able to do a bulk fill on these. Let's just get this up. Nice big spreader. I think this is custom moddings, if I remember. This is off the mod hub. And yeah, should work quite well for us. I was going to try and not get a telehandler on here, but I think we're in a position where we kind of need to. We've got such a high amount that we're going to have off this. Yeah, we can bulk fill this. We've got such a high amount that we've got off all of this that we are going to need to do that, I think. Right, we will just drive along here and fill this up. So something I've learnt, the bulk fill does not work with these. You need to, yeah, we're going to need to be more manually filling them up. It's not bad. That's quite good, but that does mean we need more equipment. So let's go and switch this out and get ourselves another get ourselves a telehandler. As I said, we're going to need that for this. So under telehandlers, we do have a suitable one. We've got the John Deere 4500 that we're going to use on here. We've got any Michelin tires for that? Yes, we have. Standard, multi-purpose. We'll go with the standard tires, 60,000 for that. So let's buy that. And to go with that, we are also going to need, under telehandlers, we want... Or is this under... This might actually be under MISC. Let's have a look. Yeah, there it is. So we want the bag carrier. We want... I'm going to go with design 2. We're going with telehandler. And I think we're going to go with the black. So let's buy that as well. It's... Yeah, spending a lot of money straight off the bat. We spent quite a bit on land. We're still okay. But it is a case that we do need to get all of this stuff loaded up. So nice little John Deere telehandler. It is we are properly going full on John Deere on this map. We need to because it's, well, because I want to more than anything. We are in a position where we can and we can go fully green. So let's get this all loaded up. Bring this, take the big bag, drop it down, and then we have to go like that to load it up, which is cool. So there we go. I'm going to get this all loaded, and then we're going to be in a position where we can go and do all of this and get our fields limed, which is our next big thing. One more bag of lime should do it. We're just going to drop this one off the front. There we go. I'm going to grab one more. We've actually got one extra one. We've got 1,200 litres to fill. We've got 2,000 litres here. So I'm only going to put one more in, and then we can always go and top the other one up later. Oh, let's just release that bag. Connect it up. And yeah, that is then going to be a very nice full line spreader. I don't know how far this is going to go. This is going to be a really good test. I think what I might try and do though is see if we can get a line point or something like that installed if we need to. There we are. So that should have 19,000 litres of lime on it now. Put that down here, and I think what I'm going to do now that we've got that off, we'll get that last thing of lime, and we are going to go and put that in. We're going to go and put the last 200 litres in, and then we'll put the bag from it on the back of the TLX so that we can get it back that way. So bring that out, hook it up, and then do this. I quite like that I've been forced to do this manually. I like doing things manually, and sometimes, you know, you get a little bit lazy, and you get doing things in a different way, and yeah, we're not doing that way here. Right, let's put this on the back of our truck. And we have got the flatbed for it. Like, oh. Is that going to go on there? And then we can always refill from with lime back at base later. So we'll... Nope, that's the wrong thing to disconnect. I want to disconnect that. Okay. That's annoying. There we go. Get things... Oh. Backwards, please. Gonna have to push that back on. That is so close to falling off there. That's ridiculous. So we'll just come here and just push that back on to the middle, like so. We can now pull this in. And that is that all done. We'll come back and get these 2 bits later. We'll just get this tied down. But we're going to go and take this bit of kit and head back to our farm so that we can start getting some fields covered in some lime. And the first field I'm going to do is going to be field 27. I'm just trying to work out exactly where we access it from. We're going to access it by going round the edge of the BGA. And it looks like the BGA itself is all fenced in. So I'm guessing what we'll do is I'll head back out from here. So we can just head across the grass here. Guessing, is that a farmyard there? I think. Yeah, that is a... oh no, that's a sell point there. We have... looks like... oh yeah, we have a pathway across there. Right. So let's turn this on and spread some lime and yeah, improve the quality of this field, because we need to do that in order to get the most out of this. And these fields on this map are humongous. 19,000 litres of lime does not go very far at all. Wow. That is, we're down to our last 3%. I think we might need that 800 litre top off just to finish this field. We've got 215. That is going down very... there we go. We've run out. So I'm going to go and get the TLX. We'll top off with that last 800 litres. And that'll be enough to get this field started. But I'm going to need to get a better way of filling this with lime. On the plus side, I have found an entrance into this field just off the dual carriageway here. So there's a couple. There's one through the sell point and there's one through here. I'm just going to pull this up alongside and get this refilled. So will you fill from there? Or am I going to have to get my telehandler from the shop and refill this? There we go. So we'll bring this up behind. Hopefully be able to connect this up without too much hassle. I'm going to try and get there. There we are. Right. And take that one off and take that one off. And stand on the cab roof. Nope. This is the trouble with manual attach. Is that it doesn't always know what you're talking about. We may have to knock this off here, yeah, to get this to work properly. Right, let's do that then. So we'll back this off and we'll just push this bag off so that we can then pick it up. There we go. And if we knock it off that way, what that will mean is that we can then pick it up and put it straight into our spreader. So like so, come up here. Just push it off the other side. And then we should be able to just pick it up over here like this. Round and down. And connect it. There we go. So yeah, not a huge amount left to do on this field. 19,000 litres does basically a field of this size. So we're gonna need a lot more lime. We should be able to do these fields fairly easily, but these ones here, they're going to need quite a bit doing. From the point of view of which bits we're going to use, or which crops we're going to do on here, first year, I think our best bet is to do stuff that is later planting. So I'm looking at really sunflower, soybeans and corn. So I've set up that as my initial rotation. It does really well. What might be wise, I just want to look. Yeah, wheat and barley do about the same, but drops the overall condition of the corn. So that's why we're gonna do soybeans. That will also give us a boost midway through the second year. So let's just get this off here. That flatbed is cool, but the manual attach is giving us issues. Turn this off, and we'll move this over to this side as well. I think having a flatbed that we can tow behind this might make more sense. So we'll have a look at that. We do have all of that enabled, and this will actually be quite a good piece of kit for that. But let's jump back in here, start this up. And then we can finish off the last of this, like so, and just clear this off. There. And we've got a couple of patches around the field that just need clearing. So one of the lovely things about precision farming is the fact, because it's all controlled to be specific, if an area needs doing, it will do it. Otherwise, it will just leave it. We are down to 250 litres though on this, just to finish these bits off. We do need then, it seems, a lime purchase point at our farm, and so I think that's going to be my next purchase. Something that allows us to do that on our farm and get that there. We're going to be using it fairly heavily at the moment. We have got a lot of fields to do, and it will be quite useful from the point of view of getting certainly these bigger fields done. The second exit from our field is up here, which brings us across this roadway. I think, long run, what I want to do is up here, just give us a roadway coming around here like this. So cut off a little bit of this field, and just a roadway that comes along here and gives us nice access to our main farm. I think that would be a really good idea, and would work really well for us. These here, those are anhydrous tanks, I think. Don't think they refill anything. No. So yeah, I just need to find somewhere around here where we can put a lime station in, and then we can refill from that. Let's get the rest of our equipment back though. So that's all of our equipment back to the farm. We'll just park this up here, and then we need to pick somewhere to put our new lime station. Just looking around, there's a few places that should. Oh, actually, here might be quite good. Right, so let's grab that. I think it's under miscellaneous. Yeah, there we go. Lime station. It's not too big. And we should be able to place it. Oh, we do need to do what we do need to do, because terrain cannot be deformed. Global company, we need to turn on activate extended placeable. Right, and then do it again. So miscellaneous and lime station. Yeah, and then we can place it pretty much wherever we want. There's no raising or lowering here, so that's all fine. Let's just have a look at this lime station. Is there a particular point at which I think it just, yeah, there's no actual output bit other than keeping the ladder accessible. So that there. And we'll put it there like that. There we go. That gives us a nice place to refill this. And this should make things a darn sight easier now. We should be able to refill this and get our fields nicely lined the rest of today. And this will get everything prepared. We're not until about day 3. We're not looking to actually start doing any... Refill that. Yeah, there we go. We're not actually looking to start doing any seeding or anything. The first crop is going to be the sunflowers. That will allow the temperature to come up on the ground and will allow us good time to do all of that. I do want to get wheat into our crop rotation, but I don't think we can do it in the first year. As I was saying before, we are well into the wheat planting, and it'll be a late harvest for that. Whereas these, we can plant all 3 of these early and get early harvest, and then still be well within a wheat planting cycle for that. So yeah, we should be good. Lime is filled. How much does that cost us? Wow, really? Wow, that was so much cheaper than those pallets. Yeah, 850. I think though, if I look at these pallets, yeah, we can sell them back. So we are going to go and sell these big bags back for a decent amount of... Yeah, we could pretty much sell them back for the price we bought them. But that lime was only 4,000 off here. That is quite something. So we're going to go get field 12 done next, and probably field 10 off this as well. Field 11 I don't think will be too far behind. So yeah, we can get everything limed and ready today. We're not going to put any manure or anything on it. It will cost us slightly more in fertilizer, but we should be able to do all of that at once and then be able to concentrate on getting some cows onto our farm next time. That is just about field 12 done. A little bit to clear up in this corner. And we've still got 58% left. So I think we can go straight over into field 10. Now we've got a fence all the way down the side of field 10 here. So we're going to need to go down into our farm. In fact, yeah, where do you access field 10 from? Because it's fenced all the way around by the looks of things. May only be accessible from the other side, but yeah, not easily accessible from our farm at all. I'm going to try and find the entrance. So field 10, it seems, is accessed here via the main road. That looks like a gap. Yeah, so yeah, we can't go and do that. Otherwise, it is... I'd like to see, actually, if I can use the map object hider mod. See if we can remove maybe a chunk of fence and get it so that we can easily get into this field from our farm. Because, yeah, that is not helpful, having to go all the way out onto the road there. So we're going to be doing modifications to our farm, which makes sense. You know, farms change over time. And as farmers buy land and add stuff to them, they alter. This is too big, this field, to leave as an alfalfa field, which is what it is at the moment. Let's turn that off and reverse this into here. Get a cleaner access to the corners. And yeah, so yeah, fewer fields left to do, and we still have 32% of our lime left. 3 more full loads of lime, and we pretty much finished most of our fields. We've got 1 field left, that being field 13, our absolutely massive field to the side. But that, yeah, that is really good. We have covered most of our farm with the lime that we need to do. Let's bring this across here. Yeah, there we go. So you can see that 27, 10, 11, 12, and 38 are all done. We just got the big field to do. So we're going to go back to the farm. We've only got 10% in here, so we might as well go and refill this. And having refilled this, we just need to do this last field, and then that's everything prepared. What we'll be able to do then next time is get on with getting the cows in. Speaking of the cows, I'm just looking at where this trigger is for loading. I think this is calves. Quite possibly. Does this open up? Yeah, this looks like calves. Yeah, there we go. We do. Now, calves in seasons aren't actually really worth much. So what I think we're going to do is we might try and either repurpose or sell that shed and use it for something else. We'll have, especially as we're looking to do beef cows on the rest of the farm here. Doesn't make an awful lot of sense for us to have a calf shed. We should be able to sell that, but we will deal with that next time and get that all running. This time we just need to finish off this lime. So yeah, let's refill this and then we'll get back out onto our fields. The conditions on field 13 have been really, really different. It's amazing. We have got most of the field done on a single tank of lime. We are only just coming up to the end of our first tank. What I want to do is actually, at this point here, we don't need a full tank. In fact, we need nowhere near a full tank. I would guess at most we're going to need to refill this with 25 to 30%, if that. I mean, looking at the amount of area we've done, let's just have a look at this. So yeah, we've done all of this. We're only going to need about 25% of a tank, and I'd rather underestimate it than overestimate it. If we can waste as little extra lime as possible, that would be great. So we'll head back, we'll fill this with about 25% of its fill volume. So about 4,500 litres should do it. Let's refill and start. So just watching that number go up carefully. And as we approach 25%, there we go, 4,865 litres, another $1,000 that's going to cost us. I'm really considering putting a whole load of corn, a whole load of maize in here and just filling these silos. We've got 4 massive silage clamps on here. And I think those are just going to be, yeah, absolutely perfect for us to use on here. Do a massive field of corn here, do a massive silage harvest off it, and just fill those, and anything that we don't then need for our cows, we will just use to sell at the BGA, because we're nicely close to the BGA. We actually own it as well, which is great, and yeah, we can just make an absolute fortune off it heading that way. Just going to circle around like this to get this patch, and then bring this back round here, and yeah, this has been a very productive first day on this farm. We have got this piece of kit working wonderfully. We've been using it real time for an hour and a minute, or no, an hour and 6 minutes roughly, and yeah, we've got all of these fields done. I don't know actually if we do have enough lime for this, but we'll see in a moment. we were just shy. We need about 5% more. As I said, I was happier to be under than over. That makes far more sense to me. So we're just going to put a little bit more in, 5%. So refill that. Keep going. And there we go, another 1,000 litres. Just, yeah, $250, sorry. And this should be enough just to finish off this thin slither we've got on this field. But we have done it. We've got it going well. And there it is. So into here. And we've got a nice, good piece of coverage on this field. And on all of our fields. That is all of our fields limed and done and ready. Do we have any patches on here that we just can use the rest of this? Yeah, so we've got 3 patches down the bottom of the field here. So I'll get those cleared up. And that means that we've got a full coverage of lime on the farm. And there we go. I think there's one little patch left up the top here. We can go a little bit faster if we turn it off. Yeah, just here. That gets that. And that is our field done. Absolutely brilliant. Very, very pleased with that. That is a massively successful first day on here. We're going to start getting some cows next time. We're also going to start looking at trying to get these fields probably ploughed before we can do any kind of seeding. We need to plough these fields, I think, and that means we're going to have to look at a tractor. And given the amount of money we have left, I think we're going to need to look at something that is very versatile in order to actually mean that we're in a position where we can do everything we want with it. It's going to be a 7R or an 8R, I think. Whether it's wheeled or tracked, I don't know at the moment. But that has got that done. Let's have a quick look at our fields here. Do they need ploughing? Growth, no. Soil competition. 13 needs ploughing, 12 needs ploughing, and 11 needs ploughing. So yeah, before we plant anything in here, we're going to need to plough it. However, that does mean that 38 and 27 and 10 we can go straight in if we have a direct seeder. So that is really good news. Kind of informs what we're going to be doing where. But for today, that is our job done. So I'm going to leave this here, which means that all that remains is for me to say thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please give it a like, drop us a comment, and give it a share. And for all the latest videos from Virtual Farmer, please subscribe to the channel, ring that bell, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.